Hello everyone, hello. This year is dedicated L'ilui Nishmas, Rachalei Abbas, Reb Chaim Tzvi. Sefirat Haomer. The mitzvah of Sefirat Haomer is discussed by the Sefirat Chinuch in Mitzvah Shin Vav. And he presents the basic hashkafic message behind Sefirat Haomer. The Sefirat Chinuch, we know, gives the reasons for all the mitzvos. He gives the reason for Sefirat Haomer as well. And he says as follows. Kol ikaron shel Yisrael eino ela haTorah. The ikar of Yisrael is the Torah. Mipnei haTorah nivru shamayim va'aretz, and the whole world was created because of the Torah. Kemo shekasav imu avrisi yomam v'layla, etc. A pasuk in Yirmiyahu that if not for the Torah, the world would be destroyed. Rachmana litzlan. There has to always be learning Torah. So the main ikar, and he goes on, v'hi ha'ikar v'hasiba. And this is the main reason we left Mitzrayim. The reason we left Mitzrayim was to receive the Torah on Har Sinai. That's why Hashem took us out of Mitzrayim. Who says so? The Torah said so. Hashem himself said so. Back in the beginning of Shmos, in Perek Gimel, the Chinuch quotes, as Hashem himself said to Moshe Rabbeinu, when you leave in Mitzrayim, you'll serve Hashem, you'll serve me. Hashem is saying on Har Sinai. So, the basic message of Sefirat Haomer is to show the link from Pesach to Shavuos. The goal of Yetzias Mitzrayim was to receive the Torah on Har Sinai. The direct goal of Yetzias Mitzrayim was Matan Torah. So Sefirat Haomer shows and reflects that link, that connection. When you count from one thing to another, you're showing they're connected. You don't stop count in the middle of nowhere. Counting Sefirat Haomer means there's a connection. I'm starting from the beginning up to the end, from the beginning up to the goal. So the basic hashkafic message of Sefirat Haomer is that the goal of Yetzias Mitzrayim was to receive the Torah on Har Sinai. And this idea makes sense. Yetzias Mitzrayim means we're free. Free to do what? Free to wander around? No, we're free to serve Hashem. That's what the freedom means. Freedom means the freedom to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And we don't know how to serve Hashem properly until we receive the Torah on Har Sinai. This is the basic message of Sefirat Haomer. So this idea is actually reflected in many Makaros, that the whole goal of Yetzias Mitzrayim was to receive the Torah on Har Sinai. And again, that's expressed in the mitzvah of Sefirat Haomer. For example, Rav Hirsch discusses this all himself in several places as well. On Pesach, the korban offered was a korban of barley. The Minchas Haomer was from barley, Sa'orim. And on Shavuos, the korban offered is the korban Shtei HaLechem, of wheat. And the Torah actually describes that when you're counting Sefirat Haomer, you're counting from the offering of the Omer on Pesach up until you get up to the korban on Shavuos. How come Pesach is barley and Shavuos is wheat? So Rav Hirsch explains, but others explain this as well, as follows. Barley in the Chazal always symbolizes animal food. Doesn't taste as good, it's for the animals. Wheat, on the other hand, symbolizes human food. People eat wheat, we enjoy it. The better bread comes from wheat. So you're building up from the barley up to the wheat. What's the pshat? So Rav Hirsch says as follows. This is Rav Hirsch in Parshas Emor, Vayikra Perek Kaf Gimel. The Omer was brought from barley flour, but barley flour does not really represent human food. It is Meichel Behema. He quotes the Gemara in Sota, Adaf Tesvav. It is accordingly in the Omer merely physical existence, which appears to be granted by possession of the land. On the 50th day, after 70 weeks of counting of the days and weeks, going upwards towards Tara, then the Jewish nation approaches the altar of Hashem with the real human food, bread made from wheat. In other words, Pesach, the symbolism is primarily the physical freedom. Of course it's spiritual as well, but the spiritual freedom is just the beginning, the potential. We're physically free. So a korban of animals, we're physically free. But our bodies are free. But a person has a neshama as well. And our neshamas aren't fully free until our neshama knows what to do. You have to know how to serve Hashem, to know the mitzvos. Until we know the mitzvos on Shavuos at Matan Torah, we don't really have that full freedom, the freedom to serve Hashem. Freedom means freedom to serve Hashem. Well, on Shavuos at Matan Torah, we now have our physical freedom from Pesach. We have our complete ruchnius freedom because now we have the Torah on Shavuos. So now we have a carbon of the human food of wheat, because we have the full freedom of humans, able to use our bechira chavshis to serve Hashem. It's a beautiful idea. The physical geula up to the more spiritual geula, the barley up to the wheat. That's what our first writes. Well, a similar idea, Rav Hirsch points out. We're in